Sandra Dee, a beloved actress known for her wholesome image, had a life full of challenges and triumphs beyond the camera. While she captured audiences' hearts with her innocent characters, her personal journey was marked by trials and tribulations that tested her resilience. This script will delve into the untold story of Sandra Dee, exploring the contrast between her on-screen persona and her real-life experiences. Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's relationship, at first glance, seemed like a Hollywood dream couple. However, beneath the surface, their love was fraught with emotional scars and challenges. Sandra Dee, a fresh-faced teenager, and Bobby Darin, a talented and charismatic singer, first met on the set of the 1960 film Come September. They quickly became a couple, and their whirlwind romance culminated in a surprise wedding in 1960. The public was enamored with the young and glamorous pair, and they seemed to have it all. But behind closed doors, their relationship was far from perfect. Both Sandra and Bobby brought emotional baggage to the table. Sandra, who had been in the spotlight since a young age, struggled with anxiety and insecurity. Meanwhile, Bobby, who had a difficult upbringing, was plagued by feelings of inadequacy and anger. Their marriage was marked by frequent arguments and emotional outbursts. Sandra would often retreat into herself, while Bobby would lash out in anger. Despite their troubles, they tried to make their relationship work, even seeking counseling at one point. In the end, however, their marriage was not meant to be. They divorced in 1967 after 7 tumultuous years together. Despite their separation, they remained on friendly terms and even worked together on a few projects. In conclusion, while Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's relationship appeared to be a Hollywood fairy tale, it was, in reality, a complex and challenging union. Both Sandra and Bobby brought their own emotional scars to the relationship, which led to frequent arguments and emotional outbursts. Despite their troubles, they remained committed to each other for several years, but ultimately, their marriage was not meant to last. In 1960, Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin met on the set of Come September. Their whirlwind romance encountered challenges as Dee's emotionally scarred past clashed with Darin's ambitious nature. Sandra Dee's childhood, marked by a controlling mother and a devastating cycle of abuse and anorexia, significantly influenced the emotional struggles she faced in her adult life. Raised by a mother who was both domineering and abusive, Dee's early years were far from idyllic. Her mother, a former vaudeville performer, imposed a strict and regimented lifestyle on Dee, controlling every aspect of her life, from her diet to her social interactions. This oppressive upbringing left Dee feeling powerless and lacking in self-confidence, setting the stage for the emotional struggles that would plague her in the years to come. Dee's mother also forced her to adhere to an extremely restrictive diet, which led to the development of anorexia. This eating disorder would haunt Dee for years, contributing to her frail appearance and further damaging her self-esteem. As a result of her difficult upbringing, Dee struggled with emotional instability and a deep-seated fear of abandonment throughout her adult life. These issues were exacerbated by the pressures of Hollywood and the constant scrutiny she faced as a public figure. Despite her best efforts to maintain a facade of perfection, Dee's emotional struggles eventually became too much to bear, leading to a downward spiral that would ultimately end her career and her life. In conclusion, Sandra Dee's childhood experiences had a profound impact on her emotional well-being and her ability to cope with the demands of adulthood. The abuse and neglect she suffered at the hands of her mother, as well as the development of anorexia, left her with deep emotional scars that would affect her for the rest of her life. Sandra Dee, the actress known for her roles in films like Gidget and Imitation of Life, faced disapproval from her mother Mary when it came to her relationship with singer Bobby Darin. Mary saw Darin as a threat to her control over Dee's life and career. Mary, who was also Dee's manager, was very protective of her daughter. She had a strong influence on Dee's decisions and was hesitant to let anyone else have a say in Dee's life. When Dee started dating Darin, Mary was not pleased. She saw Darin as a bad influence and someone who would take Dee away from her control. Despite Mary's disapproval, Dee and Darin's relationship continued to grow. They got married in 1960, but Mary's disapproval did not waver. She continued to try and control Dee's career and personal life, causing tension between Dee, Darin, and herself. The relationship between Dee, Darin, and Mary is a sad example of how a parent's disapproval and desire for control can cause strain and harm in their child's life. Mary's disapproval of Darin and her attempts to control Dee's career and personal life caused tension and ultimately led to the end of Dee and Darin's marriage. In the end, it is important for parents to support their children's decisions and relationships, even if they may not agree with them. By doing so, they can help their children lead happy and fulfilling lives. Sandra Dee's marriage to Bobby Darin was once the picture of Hollywood glamour, but behind the scenes, personal demons and health issues began to take a toll. Darin's declining health, particularly his battle with a heart condition, caused significant stress and anxiety for the couple. As he underwent numerous surgeries and treatments, Dee often felt isolated and alone. Dee turned to drinking and gambling as a way to cope with the loneliness and tension she felt in her marriage. She would spend hours at casinos, often losing large sums of money, and would come home drunk and emotional. This behavior created even more distance between Dee and Darin, and their relationship became increasingly strained. As Darin's health continued to decline, Dee struggled to balance her own needs with his. She felt guilty for wanting to pursue her own career and interests, and she often put her own dreams on hold to care for her husband. This only added to her feelings of isolation and resentment, and her drinking and gambling habits became more frequent and severe. Despite their best efforts, the tension between Dee and Darin continued to grow. Their once loving and supportive marriage had become a source of stress and anxiety, and they both struggled to find happiness and fulfillment. In the end, their marriage was unable to withstand the pressures of their personal demons and health issues, and they eventually divorced. Sandra Dee's experience is a reminder of the challenges that can arise in even the strongest of marriages. Loneliness, personal demons, and health issues can all contribute to tension and conflict, and it takes a great deal of effort and understanding to overcome these obstacles. While Dee and Darin were ultimately unable to save their marriage, their story serves as a cautionary tale for others who may be facing similar challenges. Sandra Dee, the actress known for her roles in Gidget, An Impression of a High School Girl, faced allegations of infidelity during her marriage to Bobby Darin. These rumors suggested that Dee may have had an affair with her co-star Peter Fonda, with whom she starred in The Trip. The speculation of this extramarital relationship further strained the already tense marriage between Dee and Darin. The couple eventually divorced in 1967, after 7 years of marriage. Neither Dee nor Fonda publicly addressed these rumors, leaving fans to wonder about the truth behind the allegations. Sandra Dee, the actress known for her wholesome image, faced a significant challenge in her personal life when rumors of an alleged affair surfaced. This event had a profound impact on her marriage, leading to a deepening of mistrust and widening of fissures between her and her spouse. The alleged affair was a major blow to the couple's relationship, as it shook the foundation of trust that is essential for a healthy marriage. The rumors created an atmosphere of suspicion and doubt, making it difficult for the couple to maintain a strong bond. As the alleged affair became more widely known, it further strained the relationship, causing the couple to grow apart. The trust that had once been there was replaced by a sense of betrayal, making it increasingly difficult for the couple to find common ground. Despite their best efforts, the damage caused by the alleged affair was irreparable. The marriage, which had once been a source of love and support, was now beyond repair. The couple eventually went their separate ways, unable to overcome the mistrust and hurt caused by the alleged affair. In conclusion, the alleged affair had a profound impact on Sandra Dee's marriage, leading to the deepening of mistrust and the widening of fissures that ultimately proved to be irreparable. The damage caused by the alleged affair was a sad turn of events for the couple, who were once deeply in love. Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin were a popular celebrity couple in the 1960s. They first met in 1959 and tied the knot in 1960, when Dee was just 18 years old. Darin, who was already an established singer and actor, was smitten with Dee's beauty and talent. However, their marriage was not without its challenges. Despite attempts to reconcile their differences, the couple decided to part ways in 1967. The divorce marked the end of their once promising union, which had been the subject of much public interest and scrutiny. Dee's career as an actress continued after the divorce, but she never quite reached the same level of success that she had achieved during her marriage to Darin. Nevertheless, she remained a beloved figure in Hollywood and will always be remembered for her contributions to the entertainment industry. The divorce was a difficult time for both Dee and Darin, but they eventually moved on with their lives. Dee continued to act in films and television shows, while Darin pursued a successful career in music and acting. Despite the challenges they faced in their marriage, the couple will always be remembered for the impact they made on the entertainment industry and the memories they created during their time together. After Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's divorce in 1967, both faced significant individual struggles. Dee battled addiction, which took a toll on her health and career. She became dependent on drugs and alcohol, and her once promising acting career started to decline. Dee's addiction made it difficult for her to find work, and she became somewhat of a recluse. On the other hand, Darin continued his music career, but he too faced challenges. He was diagnosed with a heart condition that required him to undergo open heart surgery. Despite his health issues, Darin remained determined to continue performing and even ran for Congress in 1970. Unfortunately, his health continued to decline, and he passed away in 1973 at the young age of 37. Dee's addiction lasted for several years, but she eventually sought help and got sober. She made a comeback in the late 1970s and early 1980s, appearing in several TV movies and guest starring on popular shows like Fantasy Island and The Love Boat. However, her battle with addiction had taken its toll, and she passed away in 2005 at the age of 62. Despite their individual struggles, Dee and Darin's impact on the entertainment industry remains significant. Darin's music continues to be celebrated, and he is remembered as one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. Dee's films, such as Gidget and A Summer Place, remain classics and continue to be enjoyed by audiences today. In conclusion, the aftermath of Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's divorce was marked by individual struggles with addiction and declining health. However, despite these challenges, both remained determined to continue working in their respective fields and left behind a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry. After Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's separation, a surprising turn of events brought them back together. Dee, who had been a victim of abuse, found solace in confiding in Darin about her past experiences. This act of vulnerability allowed them to reconnect on a deeper level, despite the grievances of their past. Dee's decision to open up to Darin was not an easy one, as she had kept her painful experiences hidden for a long time. However, she found comfort in Darin's understanding and empathetic nature. This shared understanding helped to heal old wounds and fostered a renewed connection between the two. Their renewed bond was a testament to the power of reconciliation in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges they had faced in their relationship, they were able to find common ground and rebuild their connection. This act of forgiveness and understanding allowed them to move forward in a positive direction, and it served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, reconciliation is possible. In conclusion, Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin's story is a powerful example of the potential for reconciliation in the face of adversity. By opening up about her past experiences, Dee was able to find understanding and forgiveness, and this allowed her and Darin to reconnect on a deeper level. Their story serves as a reminder that even in the most difficult of circumstances, reconciliation is possible. Sandra Dee's ex-husband, Bobby Darin, passed away in 1973, which deeply affected her. However, they found common ground in raising their son, Dodd Mitchell Darin, even after their divorce. This shared responsibility brought them closer and helped them maintain a connection until Darin's untimely death. Dee was devastated by Darin's passing, but she found solace in taking care of their son. As a mother, she focused on providing a stable and loving environment for Dodd, which helped her cope with the loss of her former spouse. The bond between Dee and Darin may have been strained during their marriage, but their shared love for their son helped heal their past wounds. Their post-divorce relationship was built on mutual respect and cooperation, which allowed them to raise Dodd together in a positive and supportive manner. Dee's dedication to her son after Darin's death is a testament to her strength and resilience as a person. Despite the challenges she faced, she remained committed to her family and worked tirelessly to ensure that Dodd had a happy and fulfilling childhood. In conclusion, Sandra Dee's legacy is not only defined by her successful acting career, but also by her unwavering dedication to her family. Her ability to maintain a positive relationship with Darin after their divorce and to raise their son together is a true testament to her character and values. Sandra Dee, an actress who faced many challenges in her personal life, found hope and resilience through her son Dodd. After a difficult marriage and struggles with alcoholism, Dodd became a beacon of light for Dee. He played a crucial role in helping her achieve sobriety and turn her life around. Despite the troubles she faced, Sandra Dee remained a talented and successful actress. However, it was her relationship with her son that truly defined her later years. Through his love and support, Dee was able to overcome her addiction and find happiness and fulfillment in her life. Dodd's influence on his mother's life was a powerful one. He provided her with the strength and motivation she needed to make positive changes and break free from the past. In doing so, he helped Dee to rediscover herself and find a new sense of purpose. The bond between Sandra Dee and her son Dodd is a testament to the power of love and resilience. Even in the face of adversity, they were able to find hope and build a better future together. Their story is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a way to move forward and find the light. Sandra Dee, the actress known for her roles in films like Gidget and Imitation of Life, had a significant impact on her family, particularly her daughter Alexa. Alexa, inspired by her grandmother's strength, continues to carry forward the legacy of both Sandra Dee and her husband, Bobby Darin. Sandra Dee's career in Hollywood began when she was just a teenager, and she quickly became a popular actress in the late 1950s and 1960s. Despite the pressures of fame, she was dedicated to her family and instilled in her daughter a strong sense of resilience and determination. Bobby Darin, a successful singer and actor in his own right, was Alexa's father. Although he passed away when Alexa was just a child, his influence on her life was significant. She grew up hearing stories about her parents' accomplishments and learning about the entertainment industry from a young age. After Sandra Dee's passing in 2005, Alexa became even more determined to keep her parents' memories alive. She has been involved in various projects to honor their legacies, including producing a documentary about her father's life and career. Alexa's work is a testament to the enduring impact that her parents had on her life. She has inherited their talent and passion for the entertainment industry and is committed to sharing their stories with a new generation. In conclusion, Sandra Dee's impact on her family, particularly her daughter Alexa, is a lasting one. Her strength and resilience continue to inspire Alexa, who carries forward the legacy of both her parents through her own work in the entertainment industry. Sandra Dee, an actress who rose to fame in the 1950s and 1960s, was known for her wholesome image and girl next door charm. However, her personal life was far from the idyllic characters she portrayed on screen. Her tumultuous marriage to Bobby Darin, a successful singer and actor, was marked by numerous challenges and struggles. Dee and Darin met on the set of the movie Come September and quickly fell in love. They married in 1960 when Dee was just 18 years old and Darin was 23. The couple had a son, Dodd Mitchell Darin, in 1961. Despite their initial happiness, the marriage was plagued by difficulties. Darin's demanding career and struggles with health issues, including a heart condition, put a strain on their relationship. Dee, who had put her own career on hold to support Darin and raise their son, felt isolated and unfulfilled. The couple's differences in personality and interests also contributed to their problems. Darin was outgoing and enjoyed socializing, while Dee was more introverted and preferred to stay at home. These differences led to frequent arguments and misunderstandings. In 1967, after 7 years of marriage, Dee and Darin divorced. Darin passed away just 2 years later, leaving Dee a widow at the age of 27. Despite the challenges she faced, Dee continued to act in films and television shows throughout the 1960s and 1970s. She also remarried twice, first to actor Peter Lynn Hayes and then to businessman Morgan Mason. Dee's marriage to Darin serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the challenges faced by those in the spotlight and the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the struggles and heartache she experienced, Dee persevered and continued to pursue her passions and build a life for herself. Her story is a testament to the strength and determination of the human spirit even in the face of adversity.